They deserve it. They deserve it. What's happening, y'all? What's going on? We getting ready to go live right now. People all in the background. Hurry up, sir. No, hurry up. Hey, let me see. Make sure you ain't stuffing nothing in your pockets, man. I'm getting hit from all angles over here. Shut the door, please. Thank you. What is good with y'all? Oh man, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Ole do it. Nah, I'm just I'm cutting up, man. Nah, what's good with y'all, man? Welcome to the show, man. PG the Hustler, man. Talking shit. Episode 59. Right on time. We supposed to have some kind of storm going on or whatever, man. But you already know what it is. We tucked in, man. We got our shit ready. We ready to talk some shit, man. We're gonna keep this shit going, man. So you already know a couple things that done happened this past week or whatever. You already know a couple little shit. Y'all know about the Trump thing. If not, we getting ready to jump into that right now here first. Y'all know your boy got indicted. Y'all's pappy. A lot of you black niggas. I don't support no side. Let's just start like that. So let me just say, a lot of you niggas, man, y'all to try to. For some reason, I think niggas put they like Trump shit on and they fuck with Trump shit. They put that shit on as some kind of air to seem like they better than other motherfuckers, but they don't really realize anybody can speak a truth. It's just a matter what they doing when they get in there, when they do shit, man. Them motherfuckers got a whole fucked up ass agenda for you. Both parties do, so don't come at me like I'm going for one side and not the other, man. All the motherfuckers fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about all that shit. I would just keep it 100 with you. That's how I feel about all the politicians. I feel like there ain't none of them worth a damn. I mean, they need a nigga like me in there doing some shit. You feel me? I need a nigga like me in there doing some shit, man. Getting niggas together, man. Focused on the shit that's really at hand. And I'll be raw and uncut with that shit too. Fuck that. Anyway, let's go look at this shit, man. Let's get this shit cracking, y'all.
Trump is back in Florida after pleading not guilty to 34 felony counts in a New York court yesterday. Trump spoke to supporters last night from Mar-a-Lago, and Eamon Javers joins us with the latest. Good morning, Eamon.
Good morning, Becky. It was quite a scene in New York yesterday. We had helicopters flying overhead, demonstrators in the streets, and intense security in the courtroom as former President Donald Trump was charged with 34 felony counts of falsifying business records relating to payments to porn star Stormy Daniels and others dating back as far as the 2016 presidential campaign. Now, this was the first time in American history that a former president has seen the inside of a courtroom as a defendant, and it came at a time that he's the frontrunner for the Republican presidential nomination in 2024. Court documents laid out the tawdry details of an episode from the 2016 campaign in which the then Trump attorney Michael Cohen said about paying hush money to 3 people who had embarrassing stories to tell about Donald Trump, including the former porn star Stormy Daniels. Now, the Manhattan DA said Trump falsified records relating to those payments, falsely claiming that they were legal retainer payments to Cohen in order to obscure their true purpose as payoff payments. That kind of business record fraud, he said, is a bread and butter case for his office.
We have a distinct and strong, I would say profound, independent interest in New York State. This is the business capital of the world. We regularly do cases involving false business statements.
What the
fuck? The bedrock, in fact, the basis for business integrity and a well-functioning business marketplace is true and accurate record keeping. That's the charge that's brought here.
Regularly.
Now, the former president rallied his supporters upon return to Florida last night, telling them the case is simply illegitimate.
This fake case was brought only to interfere with the upcoming 2024 election, and it should be dropped immediately.
So what's next? Well, the first thing that's going to happen is discovery, when the defense will get access to all the evidence against Trump. Then various motions will be made debating points in the case. And the next hearing here is not expected until December. And that sets up potentially a dramatic election year trial of a presidential candidate. That's something that we haven't seen before, guys. Back over to you.
I mean, I guess the slow roll on this, at that point, there's going to be a lot more activity in terms of where the presidential race stands at that point.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be heading into an election year the next time there's a hearing going into 2024. I mean, it's sort of astonishing timing to think that it would take that long to get to a hearing here. And I think the key thing here for the DA is he's going to have to explain to a jury and, by extension to the American public, why, if this case is so important, why it hasn't been charged until now. I mean, these underlying facts have been well known for years. The conduct here has been described in newspapers, for a long time. We're talking about a case that goes back to 2016. He's going to have to explain to the jury why these falsified business records allegedly are so important that they need to be dealt with now. And if they are so important that they need to be dealt with now, how come that hadn't been done before?
At Olive Garden, nobody loves Alfredo.
Why wasn't it done before?
Quite like we do. We make it from scratch using simple.
This week.
Why wasn't that shit done before? So, like I said, I talked through the shit and said what I had to say about, I said what I had to say about that shit. While they was going about Trump and them, man, I don't really fuck with them niggas, man. I don't fuck with none of them. They gonna be, I don't know, if the shit stick, that shit stick. And I'm just gonna sit back. I'm a watcher, man. I'm sitting back and I'm watching this shit. You know what I mean? Making sure I got, making sure we situated. You gotta learn how to maneuver and then watch. You can't get rolled over. You know what I'm saying? You gotta step to the side. You know what I'm saying? To make sure you can maneuver through that shit. But you still gotta keep a watch. You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole nother topic. We can go down a whole nother spin with that. You know what I'm saying? But that's some real shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just sit back and watch, man. I hope y'all enjoy the show or see what's gonna happen with this dude, man. I really don't, I don't know what's gonna happen, and I'm not finna make no assumptions, predictions. Hey, everybody know he dirty. You know he dirty. That's what he do. He's trying to get away with that shit. It is what it is. So anyway, we finna go on to some shit that warms my heart. You know what I'm saying? It made me frustrated at once. It made me frustrated, but then I thought about it. Well, the backlash made me frustrated. It warmed my heart that she got this bitch back in her face. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Angel Big Baller Reese. You know what I'm saying? Like Della Reese. Angel Big Baller Reese. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She got Caitlin Clark back. And it's funny, man. My guy Tony Spitz said something, man, the other day, man. Said, well, he put up a thing. That shit was funny, man. It said, it was a meme. It said, this might be a man. If you think about it, it's funny because the last motherfucker we know that got changed from a woman to a man was named Caitlin, too. Think about this. I've been laughing about that shit ever since I seen that stat, man. Anyway, let's go with it. Let's roll with that shit, man. Let's go.
There's more talk about a star player on the team. Senior digital producer
Let's
Brittany
go,
Whitmore
man.
live in the newsroom now to break down this controversy. Brittany.
Hey, Jacob, good morning. Yeah, when that championship parade gets underway in Baton Rouge, it'll be just for LSU. And now one official is clarifying, so will the team's trip to the White House. This comes after First Lady Dr. Jill Biden, who was at Sunday's final, said that both teams should come to the White House despite Iowa losing. Her press secretary now saying, though, that the First Lady's intent was to applaud the historic game and women athletes. Traditionally, it's the champion who gets the visit to D.C.,
always gonna be the
not the
champ.
runner-up. But LSU star Angel Reese called the First Lady's suggestion a joke, but Reese has been called worse than that because of this, the "you can't see me" gesture that she gave Iowa's Caitlin Clark during the final. Here's the thing, Clark made the exact same gesture in the Elite Eight game during this tournament, and not only was she praised for it, she got props from wrestler John Cena, who's been doing the move since the early 2000s. It's raised questions about double standards, to which Clark defended Reese.
I don't think Angel should be criticized at all. You know, no matter which way it goes, you know, she should never be criticized for what she did. You know, I'm just one that competes, and she competed. So I think everybody knew there was going to be a little trash talk in the entire tournament.
Well, the women's title game certainly brought a lot of eyeballs, too. Sunday's final was the most viewed NCAA women's basketball game on record and most viewed college event of any kind on ESPN+. Disney, by the way, is the parent company of this station and ESPN. Live in the newsroom, I'm Brittany Wilmore. Back to you.
That's dope. So y'all already know. Y'all heard that. The person who got it did on them didn't even want no phone.
Major FBI bus turns up a...
I'm glad that they switched it to where they not going. Because they don't need to be in the motherfucking White House. It's only the champions. This is only for the champions, man. Shit ain't for nobody else. Like, fuck y'all thought. Like, that shit weird as hell. Weird as hell, man. So, anyway, we're gonna keep this shit going, man. I don't know, man. This one right here is from my dog, Iceberg Flame. Only nigga with a cold and a hot name. This is straight from him. This is I ain't even read it because I ain't even seen it. I just reading the things. Because I want to actually, man, y'all know how we do, man. I don't have to keep saying this shit, man. Like, but just for y'all just now watching, tuning in, I'm going to keep saying it. I watch these videos. I don't watch none of this shit ahead of time. I watch these videos so I can get the reaction. This is from some dude. I don't know what the dude name is. Or whatever. But we finna see. My dog Iceberg put this in the box. He sent this through the flap, and this shit going. We finna check this shit out right now. Iceberg, I know you probably driving and working, man. We got you, my nigga. Big up. Shout out, my nigga.
Trove of guns, drugs, and vehicles, along with stacks of cash.
Turns out a music video helped the feds figure out what to look for when they raided 2 Albuquerque homes.
New Mexico.
Guns, cars, expensive jewelry, and cash are among the images front and center in this video titled Heartless, apparently shot in a Mesa del Sol parking lot. Now, many of these items are at the center of a federal gang investigation after they popped up during an FBI raid last Thursday. This distinctive Polaris slingshot, for instance, matches one of the vehicles the feds seized when they searched a home near Rio Bravo and Isleta. Inside that home, they also found $12,000 in cash, drugs, guns, and thousands of dollars worth of jewelry, including this necklace with a pendant in the shape of New Mexico. It matches the one the vocalist is wearing in the video, that can also be seen on top of the stacks of $100 bills, along with a gold-colored counting machine, which also turned up during the search. That's not all the feds and local law enforcement found at the home. That's where they arrested Jerry Bezzi, who's believed to be one of the men in that music video. The feds learned about the video from MDC's gang unit, which is part of the FBI's Violent Gangs Task Force. The FBI says this video even helped them figure out what to look for when they drafted their search warrants for the homes of Bezzi and Julian Leyba. The feds found Leyba at the other home they raided that same day near Wyoming and Copper, finding a stolen AR-style rifle, other guns, and bulletproof vests. It's not clear whether any of the guns are the ones used in the music video, but a number of the production's other props are now in the custody of the FBI, and the 2 men, both convicted felons, behind bars. Leyba is facing federal charges, including for being a felon with a gun. Bezzi is charged at the state level for drug trafficking and also being a felon with a gun.
2 Clayton County boys.
I thought there was going to be some niggas for real. That shit surprised me. But then when they said New Mexico, I already kind of knew it. But, hey, man. Man, y'all niggas got to stop doing that shit. Hey, I'm an old school nigga, man. If you had that kind of shit, if that shit, niggas flash too much shit. You know what I'm saying? And want to glorify that shit. And honestly, this the kind of shit that happen once you do that shit. Like, when you just want everybody in the world to know what you got. Like, that includes the police and anybody who watching and looking and trying to make a case. Like, off top, they're going to be looking at shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why if anytime you see me, just note yourself. If you see me in a video with a strap, nigga, that shit mine. I got a permit to use that shit. You know what I'm saying? I permit to carry that shit. I got a motherfucking Class C security clearance or whatever the fuck they call that shit right now these days. It changes. But my security clearance still good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with my firearms. You feel me? I'm not a felon or none of that shit. Like, nigga. So, I'm going to keep my shit. And I'm going to keep my shit cool, but you're not going to see my shit. You know what I'm saying? By the time you see my shit, it's too late. You'll never tell nobody. So, that's just how that shit supposed to go. And that's just how the code go, man. For real. So that's what the money and everything else. They supposed to lay the fuck low. All that shit they fucking doing, man. Niggas done turn balling into a fad, man. Instead of niggas balling because it's a lifestyle, because it's a way that niggas had to eat. Like niggas come up from nothing and having to eat from doing this shit, man. Shit done changed, man. You niggas goofy these days, man. Anyway, man, let's go on, man. What's this, man? Alert now.
Have been
okay, production, let's
with
see.
Their mother following an overnight search.
Shout out,
Police
production.
Say the 10 and 5-year-old siblings ran away from home, and officers found them safe
Ms.
about
Mary
3
J.
miles away, thanks to an alert neighbor. Fox 5's Deidre Dukes is live in Clayton County for us tonight. Deidre, how did police locate the boys?
AKA Skrilla.
Now, Clayton police, Doug, found the boys at this vacant residence on Bogey Court.
Shit.
It is about 3 miles from the home they disappeared from just yesterday afternoon. They apparently spent the night here. Now, a neighbor called police to report the boys were in the neighborhood after one of them knocked on her door this morning.
What?
Clayton County officers escorted the boys to a nearby ambulance to be checked out as investigators searched this vacant house on Bogey Court. Police located 10-year-old Princeton Samples and his 5-year-old brother Jaden at the Jonesboro residence after searching for the runaways overnight.
I'm seeing this news break come through. There's 2 missing kids in, Jonesboro, whatever. Seeing the pictures of them, I'm knowing right now it's those 2 little boys.
And this woman who didn't want to go on camera realized the missing children had played basketball with her son Sunday.
And I told them if they wanted to, they can come back today and, play. The little boy came back about 8 o'clock this morning. The 10-year-old, he was knocking on the door asking for my son. I told him it was too early, and, he'd come back later.
Then she saw that news report and heard banging nearby.
And I followed the noise that I was hearing. And it led me behind my house, and I looked back there, and there was the 10-year-old with the bat. He was banging on the U-Haul pod, and I immediately called 911.
The boys were being watched by a family member when they left their residence on Regent Street near Jonesboro at around 4 Sunday afternoon. The children's mother called police after she got off work that night and was told the boys were missing.
They had the helicopter and the K-9 out last night.
She says the 10-year-old often wanders off.
Usually he'll come back around 8 or 9 o'clock. When he didn't come back, it gave red flags. We went to all the stores that we know they would go to get snacks. When I didn't see them, I called the police and did a missing report.
Samples was reunited with the boys
kids run around like
Monday
that.
morning. The neighbor who called 911, thankful the children were found safe.
I just thank God that I was able to get them in the right direction, because certainly I wouldn't want to have anything to happen to them.
Now, the children's mother so relieved that the boys are okay. She said she has no idea why they didn't return home, what they were doing in this neighborhood. She says they don't know anyone who lives around here. Live in Jonesboro, Deidre Dukes, Fox 5 News.
At least they're safe tonight. Deidre, thank you.
First of all, let's talk about this grammar y'all niggas be using when y'all be talking to the police and the news and all this. We gotta step it up, y'all. We gotta step it up. I be looking at this shit. I be listening to y'all talking, man. This shit be horrible. That shit be fucking horrible. I know, hey man, I know people gonna be who they is, man, but Like, y'all don't want us to be represented no better. Like, that's how you don't want yourself to be represented no better. Anyway, man, let's move past that. Stop letting your kids just, especially if they, stop letting 5-year-olds hang with 10-year-olds and thinking that your 10-year-old, 11-year-old, 12-year-old is going to be able to watch a child correctly. And what was the grown-up family member doing? Where was they at? It's funny they didn't mention that. Things is missing in this. I think them kids was at home. We all know how I go. We done all been brought up like that. But see, sometimes it's a different climate now. Like, people giving too much leeway to their kids. Like, we was allowed to stay home. We were not allowed, but a lot of us stayed home while mom was at work. When you come in from school, you go in the house, you don't touch nothing, you go outside and play. If you was old enough, you go outside and play with your friends. You stay on this motherfucking block, you don't go no goddamn where else. Boom. When everybody come in, boom. When they get home from work, you better see your ass. Or whatever. It wasn't no, you could do what you want. Y'all go to the store. I don't feel like it. Y'all go. Y'all know where the store at. Walk. Take your brother. Like, that shit, man. I mean, times change, man. Times have changed, man. They definitely have. But I'm glad they got found, man. You know what I'm saying? By the lady, the neighbor. And I'm glad she had sense enough to call the police and get them situated. Like, call and get somebody over there and get them situated. Get them boys taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit could have went a whole nother way, man. Had somebody else found or got a hold of them or came across them. Like, any kind of way. It could have went multiple ways that we don't even want to speak of, man. Because they already done got found and everything is all good. So, and I'm glad that mother got her babies back. Because that's some serious shit. All right, y'all, moving on, man.
Today, in a horrific crime in Detroit, police have arrested this man saying they believe he sexually assaulted an 80-year-old woman last week. Fox News' Dave Kinchin has been working this story all day, and he's live for us tonight. Dave, what led investigators to the suspect?
Well, this arrest is really the confluence of both the community out searching for this suspect, but really police announcing the suspect at 4 o'clock, and just 3 hours later, they had their person in custody.
Just a very good day for the city of Detroit to take someone like that off the streets.
Detroit police say they got their man, Kenneth Davis Jr., arrested in Rouge Park on the city's west side just a few hours after top brass identified him as a suspect in the rape of an 80-year-old woman more than a week ago. And on Tuesday, cops linked him to another rape of a 64-year-old woman.
Just a great effort by everybody, all of our units, our violent crime task force partners, the FBI, our narcotics unit. Basically, we weren't going home until this guy's in custody. Chief announced about 4 o'clock, put him out, and he told them, then, turn yourself in, we will hunt you down. And that's what we did. Nobody going home that works in my units. Everybody's out here, and bad guy, a predator, out here. He's in custody.
Commander Eric Decker of DPD's Organized Crime Squad walks us through how the arrest went down.
Units out, surveillance, picked him up and led us to this location. He was with a known person. They were parked here and taken down. There was no injuries, no incidents.
The arrest comes as a relief to many community leaders as well, who have also been on the hunt.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Dave. I wish we would have caught him first.
Zeke runs the grassroots group New Era Detroit. They've been getting the word out since the first attack.
Man, we just happy that he off the streets. You know, we've been working relentlessly, day in and day out. Y'all. Monday, it happened on a Sunday. We've been out here working since Monday. A lot of people have been moving around. I can speak for the whole community when I say that this was top priority on getting this guy off the street.
Detroit police sources say DNA evidence led them to identifying Kenneth Davis Jr. as the suspect behind the March 26th attack on the 80-year-old woman at her home near the Southfield Freeway and I-96. Police say it started when he asked if she needed help with her packages. She said no, but he allegedly came back and entered the home through an open back door. Cops say he then asked for food and money. She told him to get out, only to be sexually assaulted moments later, according to detectives.
That's a violent person. So I'm going to go home and sleep good tonight. I hope everybody else does.
Legendary Detroit rapper Trick has worked with police on the search, and he says they're not stopping with this case.
We've become aware of other crimes that have taken place and other perpetrators in the same area. So it's a constant thing. We have to stay on it. We have to stay. It doesn't rest. We don't rest.
Now, that second rape that happened yesterday with the 64-year-old, that is still under investigation. That took place over at Grand River and Ferguson in that area. Reporting live at Detroit Police Headquarters, Dave Kinchin, Fox 2 News.
Yes, and police have said, Dave, that they believe he did attack those two women within the last week. Do they think that the suspect may be responsible for even more sexual assaults?
He got to be.
Well, they're certainly investigating and looking at everything as they typically do in a case like this. They will certainly run a list of other reports that they're investigating and see if there might be any matches, especially sources say because there is a DNA that they have in this case linking those two. So that remains to be seen, but as standard procedure, they certainly look at other cases that have happened in the area and see if there might be any matches.
The takeaway tonight, the dangerous suspect is behind bars in custody. Dave Kinchin, thank you.
That nigga Trick got on them motherfuckers, didn't he?
I'm going to show you the video, and then I will opine. Here it is.
It's your boy.
I don't want to do this if I don't have you, please. Please.
Stop,
record me, I don't care. Record me, I don't care. Post it.
I'm not even recording you.
Post it. Post it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Man.
No, I don't want you more.
Tony, stop. What are you doing, bro?
I need you. Take me back. Please.
Stop throwing it down that hallway.
Please.
Throw it down that hallway too tough.
Please.
Dre, where you at? This shit hilarious.
Please. Please stop acting like that. All right, calm down.
Please.
According to the poster, this is an ex-girlfriend who engaged in stalking. We have not independently confirmed that to be the case, but that is according to the post. So much so that the individual, the male, has not been able to sleep, being afraid at night, etc. There's more video. Here it is.
Oh boy.
Please take me back, please. Please take me back. Please take me back, please. Please take me back. How could you get...
Okay. When I saw this video, I was profoundly sad.
Look at Rashad like he all concerned.
No laughing, no joke. I remember when I was 19, and I want to say this to the young lady. This is already on the internet. It's already gone viral. So I want to take it as an opportunity to maybe talk to your heart. We've all been where you are. We've also been where the guy's at. Okay? I remember when I was 19 years old, went through a major breakup, thought it was the end of the world. I tried to kill myself. I remember going into traffic and throwing myself in front of the fastest car. And for some reason, this man had reflex like Superman. He was able to avoid hitting me. And it was in that moment that I realized I could not be defined by another person. One individual cannot define you to such a degree. There's opportunity for people who engage in relationships and it doesn't work and you feel emotionally torn. Let's put it up. It is called love is respect. Love is respect. These advocates are available 24/7. They offer confidential support to teens, young adults, and their loved ones seeking help, resources, or information related to healthy relationships, dating abuse in the U.S. They are also available by text. Text Love Is to 22522, or you can call the 1-800 number, 1-866-331-9474. You can also chat online.
If y'all need this shit, man, go ahead and take this shit down. Take this number down, man. If y'all just feeling crazy, man. It's so much mental illness out there, man. Like, honestly, I want to run this one and the one before together because that's a part of this mental illness shit, too, that I want to touch on, man. To be running around taking it from old ladies, you're fucking ill. Okay? If y'all see any of y'all friends, y'all homeboys or whatever, man, I don't give a fuck. It might not be cool or whatever. Man, sometimes just listen to them niggas, man. Just listen to them, hear them out. If they seem like they're in a bad place or whatever, just take time out, listen to them, man. Let them know that you there for them or whatever, man. But like I said, if y'all need this number, man, that shit up there, put that shit up. Go ahead, check that shit out. If you need it, you need it. I'm gonna go ahead and share my thoughts. Thanks, Rashad. My thoughts. Old girl, man, she really got to get it together, man. I think old boy was just, like I said, he was throwing it down that hallway. You know what I'm saying? Too tough. And he stopped hitting these girls like you love them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the kind of shit. If you don't love them, let them know. He didn't run around here, you know. Who knows what happened, man? We don't know the whole story. So, I mean, honestly, basically, it is what it is, man. You know, I just think that, you know, we as a people got to treat each other a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It might have been another way to handle that because he's dealing with that woman. He know that woman. He knew that she was going to flip out like that. You can't be involved with someone. That might be why he left her, because she was crazy, because she acted like that. You know what I'm saying? And people, y'all get y'all sanity together, man. I know we've been cooped up, we've been locked up, and you know what I'm saying? But that was like a year ago. That was a year, 2 years ago, man. Get over that shit. Let's go. We outside. We been outside, man. Get the fuck up and go do something, man. Stop being stuck in a rut, and everybody stop being fucking feeling sorry for yourself. You know what I'm saying? All this mental, I'm telling you, they put mental illness on a lot of shit that don't need to be, but there are some real mental illnesses out there. You know what I'm saying? Just like the one little tiny boy, emotional damage. That shit funny. I'm gonna have to put that little clip up, man. But that shit funny as hell. But yeah, man, y'all get some sanity, man. Y'all talk to somebody, man. Talk to your loved ones, your family members, man. Reach out, man. Put an arm around them, man. Anyway, that's all I really got to say about that, man. Other than, hey, stop. Like Jody Mama said, stop telling these girls you want to put a baby in them. Stop telling them you love them, man. You don't love them, man. Let them know what it is from the jump, man. Be honest, man. The honesty will get respected, man.
For 2-year-old Talin Mosley ended in tragedy yesterday when the toddler was found dead in the jaws of an alligator.
We've learned new details tonight about the case involving Thomas Mosley, Talin's father, who is accused of killing Talin and his mother, Passion Jeffrey. 8 on your sides, Trevor Sahaki is live in the newsroom tonight. What? The latest, Trevor.
Jack Allison, Thomas Mosley is now in jail after he was charged with both mother and son's deaths. He made his first appearance in court this morning, where he pled not guilty. And today we learned Passion had more than 100 stab wounds when she was found. According to the arrest affidavit of Thomas Mosley, he and his family were celebrating his 21st birthday at Passion Jeffrey's apartment on Wednesday. Later that night, after the party ended, Mosley went to his mother's house with severe cuts on his arms that police say are caused by slippage during a knife attack.
There's my condolences going out to the family and to his loved ones. We are sorry that it had to end this way.
The next day, when the victim's family came to check on Passion, they saw a trail of blood out of the apartment. Passion was inside with more than 100 stab wounds. A bloody fingerprint on a cleaning bottle was linked to Mosley.
She's very outspoken, always make you laugh.
Smile.
Smile all the time. Always joking.
According to police, Mosley threw or placed Talon into Lake McGorry, causing him to die. Police did not specify how Talon died.
We just want to say that Talon is a beautiful little boy. And he's really loving and caring.
St. Pete Police Chief Anthony Holloway said detectives saw an alligator with an object in his mouth yesterday at Del Holmes Park. That's across town from the apartment.
Mental fucking illness,
They fired
man.
one round to the alligator. The alligator dropped the object that he had in his mouth, and we were able to retrieve Talon's body intact.
Mosley is charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder for both Talon and Passion's deaths. He's being held without bond at the jail and was also ordered not to have any contact with the family of Talon or his mother. Police also said there was an indication of mental health issues with Thomas Mosley. He still has bandages on his arms and hands while in jail.
What did I say?
Trevor Sahaki, 8 on your side.
Trevor, thank you. The
Mental
victim's family
fucking
sent out a letter
illness.
this evening thanking people around the state and the nation.
Mental fucking illness, man.
Passion and searched for Talon. We especially send our gratitude to St. Petersburg Police and all law enforcement working day and night in the search for Talon and the concerned citizens who shared helpful information. We are heartbroken that we must begin putting them both to rest. In that same statement, they also say they are accepting donations to use for funeral services and to support the family at this time. We have that link for you at WFLA.com.
Wow, man. Just fucking wow. Rest in peace, Taylor, man. And to the mother. What was her name? Passion or something like that. Rest in peace to the mother and Taylor, man. This is clearly what we just got finished talking about. Mental health issues. Get these motherfuckers help that y'all people know, man. If not, be a help to them. Don't be a hurt to them. Don't egg them on. Don't do like, and that don't make sense. They didn't even say they was broken up or nothing, man. Something just going on. Listen, man. If a motherfucker do something to you, break your heart, man, you're gonna have to either accept it and keep it close and know that it is what it is, or you gotta move on, or you gotta just separate yourself from that person if it's something like that, and just move on and forget about that shit, man. Cause life the fuck goes on, man. Like for real, it's not tough. It's not that fucking serious enough to be just killing a motherfucker. If I can't have you, you can't have it, and all that kind of shit. Mental illness, man. Mental fucking illness. And you niggas that's like that, man, and y'all know y'all like that, like y'all, if a nigga sitting right there saying, kill a motherfucker, nigga, listen to yourself again. Like, say that shit 5 times, listen to yourself, man. Listen how dumb you fucking sound. Cause you would rather throw your whole life away just cause somebody can't be with you. Fuck out of here. Cause somebody don't want to be with you. Fuck out of here, man. That's corny and that's weak as fuck to me. Anyway. Pushing on, man. Anyways, speaking it up, we rolling tonight. Corny and weak as fuck. Up next, this shit funny as hell. I don't know if y'all done seen this shit, man, but I'm not gonna let this. We not running this whole shit, but I'm just gonna let this play, and I'm gonna let y'all see what I saw, cause I did actually see a little bit of this, and then I'm gonna just bust it down, and I'm gonna just give my little 2 cents, man, and I'm the fuck out on this shit, cause this shit weak as hell shit would have never happened to me, for real. So let's run it.
Rise and shine, family. So listen, if y'all saw the recent video.
Don't touch me.
All right, so look.
He wasn't my type at all.
Matter of fact, let's
just. We linked up.
He wasn't.
Friend talking about how they met on live. Man, you got to see this. Everybody's been asking me my analysis on it. Here you go.
And yeah.
All right, so that's the most commonly asked question. How
This
did we
shit
meet?
weird.
I slid in the DMs.
Yeah.
We linked up.
He wasn't my type at all. My type was actually Paul Walker recipes.
Number one.
He wasn't my type at all. And my type is not white. I'm just saying I was more interested in
touch me.
Paul in every facet of the area.
Don't touch me.
And even when I met him, I was like,
don't
he's kind of old.
Okay.
I just like his smile. It's pretty cool.
This one
his
really
personality.
bad.
His personality.
This just went really bad, really fast.
His personality was okay, but
I'm getting off live.
I already went to 2 and 3, and I ain't put my hands up. I'm so shocked. No,
so he would always
absolutely
not.
So you wanted the homie, you didn't want me.
I never said I wanted the homie. I just said he was cuter.
You said I'm old.
You know all this already. I wasn't your type either, so relax. And yeah, so now we're here. It's like an actual, somewhat of a love story, which is crazy because I didn't know that
No, I'm done.
No,
don't touch
love,
me.
you love what he do for you.
Boy, was
you
that
love
awkward.
you love what he do for you. I think that's one of the most saddest fucking things I have honestly seen, man. Like, I really do. Like, I don't know. Honestly, like I said, this is one of the saddest things I've seen, man. For one, you're not finna come on nowhere. If you're not interested, you're not interested. Cool. Beat it, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? But, like, it's just the unmitigated goal to sit there and actually say, you not my type. You wasn't my type. It's cool. I didn't like you at first. I didn't even like him. Like, Paul Walker was more my style. First of all, y'all would have seen her get put the fuck out on live. Second of all, like I said, number 2 point. Second of all, you're not gonna cover my mouth. You're not gonna silence me. Period. Because I'm not gonna silence you. You know what I'm saying? We not gonna do that. So, and I threw that in there just to say, because I'm not putting it up to saying that I'm the only one that's gonna be talking. No, I'm not saying that at all. We're not gonna silence each other. We're gonna say that. I'm gonna listen to you, you're gonna listen to me. And that's just what it is. Or else it ain't gonna work like that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of that silence that she really had her fucking hands over this nigga mouth. See, too many females got, and we can do this, we can flip it both ways. Too many males, too many females, too many people in relationships think that they gotta be somebody's daddy or mama or somebody's fucking parent. Y'all not there for that in a relationship. Y'all are there to be coexisting with each other, to make shit work with each other as a man and a woman, and to build and raise a family, and to show children, if y'all choose to have children, what a family does, how a family supports, and the foundation of a family. And to show that, and so enrich them so they can have that inside of them, so they can have that embedded in them. That's what y'all are there for. Y'all are not there to have no fucking dick swinging contest, because both y'all shouldn't have. Well, we're not going to get into that conversation, but like I said, I'm an old school nigga, so I'm just saying. Both of it ain't like that. You got a man, you got a woman. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their place and everybody got their role, and when it works together, it works together. And nobody's saying, oh, you got to sit and do what I'm saying. You got to sit and do that. No, when I mean a place and a role, I mean a place like, hey, I'm your rock, you my rock. You know what I'm saying? Role is I got your back, you got my back. You know what I'm saying? Role is we're going to play this shit together. I do this, you going to do that. You know what I'm saying? We're going to handle this, I'm going to handle that. You know what I'm saying? I got this, you got that. And we make that shit together. That's what we mean by roles. That's what a real motherfucker mean by roles. And that's what real people mean by roles in a real relationship. A lot of this shit y'all watching, y'all hearing, and y'all seeing through the social media and Instagrams and TikToks and all these goofy motherfuckers who barely had real relationships or didn't even grow up with a real, you know what I'm saying? And I'm honestly, and let me say this, and didn't even grow up in the time and not realizing that didn't have that stable or that thing to look at, that family ground to look at, you know what I'm saying? And me myself, like, I didn't have both parents in the household, but I had both parents teaching me and telling me and showing me stuff, so I knew what it was about. And then I actually had grandparents who I watched and that instilled that other family stuff into me, you know what I'm saying? So I seen it wasn't like I didn't see that nowhere, you know what I'm saying? I knew where that was at, you know what I'm saying? But then just understanding why sometimes things don't work in relationships is a whole different topic too. But at the same time, when you are there and you have that family, everybody plays a part. You know what I'm saying? And when you want to build a relationship, everybody has to play their part. And everybody has to actually, you know what I'm saying, stick to what they doing. Everybody has to like they gotta fit the wheel. They gotta roll with it. You gotta roll with it, and you gotta boom, 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 boom. You gotta fit that wheel, man. You gotta get in there. Get in where you fit in. Respect each other, man. That's respect. Cause it don't work on respect on one way. Or you want somebody to fear you or some shit like that. Or you and I don't mean and that goes a lot of ways. Like, cause sometimes fear ain't just, oh, you just going with me or some shit like that. No, sometimes there's a lot of men in relationships and a lot of women in relationships that don't say things just because they fear that they're gonna get in an argument, or they just don't want to hear what the other person got to say. Like, they don't want to hear that shit, so they fear what's coming. You know, it's different levels of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always a physical fear. You know what I mean? It could be emotional fear, like, you know, fear that you going down the same road again. Now we gonna be arguing and woo 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 woo. So that shit go deep, man, and that's a whole nother thing, man. We might address some of them kind of situations on another kind of platform, man. But you know, this talking shit, so we supposed to be sitting around talking shit about shit. That's what we do. But anyway, moving on, man. We're gonna see what the hell going on here.
Indian chief accused of trafficking major narcotica. All right, let's put it up full mass.
Uh-oh.
You're looking at an alleged prolific drug dealer. Joanne Marine Segovia, the executive director of the San Jose Police Officers Association, was nabbed in a national fentanyl distribution ring after authorities said she ordered thousands of opioids.
Joe had that Fetty Wap
from abroad in packages labeled wedding party favors, gift makeup, chocolate and sweets. Okay?
Joe had that pike.
Yeah. She came up with a major scheme, according to the authorities. Criminal complaint filed on Monday charges Joanne Segovia, 64 years of age, with an attempt to unlawfully import fentanyl, the U.S. Attorney's Office said in a news release. There's a lot of background here.
She's seen that shit on Wish.com.
This is an incredibly disturbing allegation. No one is above the law, regardless of who their employer is, said the mayor of San Jose, Matt Mahan.
She in San Jose.
This was in a statement to KRON4. Segovia is now on leave from her position with the union, according to SanJoseInside.com. In the statement, union spokesman Tom Sagu said in a statement, the union was informed Friday of the news and is cooperating with the investigation. The board of directors is saddened and disappointed at hearing this news, and we have pledged to provide our full support to the investigative authorities. The statement on the union's website said. Now, she's not a police officer, even though the federal government does mention that she actually said she was at a particular point in this journey of hers. There's more background to the crimes, all right? Segovia was caught as part of a Homeland Security investigation into a drug network that shipped hundreds of parcels from abroad containing hundreds of thousands of pills to 48 states from the San Francisco Bay Area.
Wow.
Segovia had 61 shipments mailed to her home from countries including Hong Kong, Hungary, India, and Singapore. This happened for about 7 years. Between October 2015, January 2023, authorities allege.
This bitch was
Between July 2019 and January 2023, officials intercepted five shipments. Inside were thousands of pills, including synthetic opioids, tramadol, and tapentadol. Some parcels were valued at thousands. Segovia used encrypted WhatsApp messages to plan shipments, allegedly exchanging hundreds of messages with someone using a phone with the country code in India between January 2020, March 2023. This is all leading to what we would call a sophisticated network. Okay, there's more. The messages discuss details.
Come on, Shad.
For shipping and payment of pills and contain hundreds of pictures of tablets, shipping labels, packaging, payment receipts, and payment confirmations. In the news release, Segovia used her office to distribute drugs. In one case, sending a supplier a photo of a shipment made using the UPS account of the San Jose Police Officers Association. That's what authorities allege. A complaint details unusual shipments, the suspect's conversations with agents about them, and numerous text messages suggesting a double life. In another interview, when questioned about this, she told agents she had nothing to do with these orders, blamed everything on a woman she identified as a family friend and housekeeper. Okay. All right. The family friend and housekeeper did it all. She actually said, I don't really want to throw her under the bus, but I have to be honest here. That's actually what she told the investigators. I don't want to throw her under the bus, but I must be honest about what she did. Quite fascinating, quite interesting. But you know what didn't happen? Her home did not get raided, and she did not get shot and killed. Okay. She's alive. She's going through something called due process. She will be able to actually launch a defense if she chooses. And at the end of that, typically, a jury will decide her fate. That is what the Constitution provides. She will get every single bit of it. All right. Dear brother, thoughts here?
Because she white.
Oh, yeah. The Chef's Kiss is using the Police Association's UPS account to send packages.
Wow.
Paulina Escobar, here working for the police union. I think something that we should all kind of remember is we live in a country where there are people who are doing federal time in prison for having a dime bag of marijuana.
Yep.
And we don't know what kind of time she's going to serve. Hopefully, she's convicted. She's going to serve time. But like you said, she'll receive her due process. But I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and make the call now. Unlike those people who are, serving time for small amounts or whatever it may be, she almost certainly will get a Netflix documentary out of this. There'll be readings that come out of this. Oh, isn't that fun for her? Meanwhile, there's people who
movies and everything.
Their lives are ruined, and
I'm gonna watch it.
Considerably less. I mean, what she did is allegedly what she did is absolutely.
Oh, that's crazy. So y'all already know. Y'all already know what time it was, man. Whenever the Godmama come out, we go check her out. I'm definitely gonna check that out. I have to. That is nuts, man. But what I do want to do is I want to follow up on that. I want to see, man, what did it say? 48 states? Man, listen. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of states. That's a lot of dope. For damn near 10 years, she did that shit. That's a lot of dope being moved. That's just crazy, man. That's just crazy.
Hyundai 2.
That's definitely wow. Like, and she tried to blame the housekeeper. And you know the housekeeper got to be like Mexican or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm definitely gonna follow. You know I'm following up on that. But I seen some stuff, man. My peoples, man, they was getting into some conversations and actually try to see if we could do something with them and get them together for something special, for a special conversation, a special like little broadcast, or live or something like that. And we're gonna have a conversation, man, and it's gonna be about relationships, men and women. I'm just trying to think in my head about how to put that together or what we're gonna do. I thank y'all for sliding by, man. I think I'm gonna do something like this, man, from now on. But what I want to do is I actually want to share a video with y'all. I want to share a little video with y'all, man. The production put that they thought that would be a pretty nice video, man. So y'all check this out, man. I think I'm gonna start playing videos at the end, but I want to do local videos though. You know what I'm saying? I want to do some local videos. Y'all let me know.
I was talking to my daughter, and I was just telling her, like, as you get older, like, there's a few rules you're gonna have to follow when you're dealing with men.
What do you mean by that?
Rule 1, never let a homeless nigga stay with you. 2, never let a broke nigga play with you. 3, never let a lying nigga fuck. 4, make a man earn all your trust. 5, never let a nigga put his hands on you. 6, whatever he say, make him stand on it. 7, always love yourself way more. Do we love you? Cause you gotta be sure.
Yeah, this most definitely hard.
Let's go. Let's go. Bro, come on, man. Come on, pass the ball. What you doing? Bro, whatever, bro. Oh, come on, dog.
Yeah, you better get up out of here. How about that? All right, boy. All right. I'll get up with y'all. Yeah.
That nigga was over Do Dirty House playing Madden.
I just needed help, David.
Well, if you need help, you say something to me.
This Do Dirty. Do Dirty tripping.
You hear me talking to you? Hey, do you hear me talking to you? Hey, don't snatch away from me. Hey, I'm talking to you. So you gonna walk away when I'm talking to you? You know I don't like that. Hey, who are you talking to while I'm talking to you? Huh? Everything all right? Yeah, everything all right. You don't disrespect me like that.
It's okay to love a man, just choose the right one. If you feel pain the whole time, he ain't the right one. Look at his characteristics. Do he love his mama? Do he take care of his children? How do he talk to you about his partners? When you was pregnant, did he go with you to the doctor? When you was sad, did he care about your problems? Do he care enough to try to help you stop? Do he say things to lower your self-esteem? When you don't let him have his way, he say you being mean. Don't let him change your life, get rid of all your friends. Let's go over these rules again. Rule 1, never let a homeless nigga stay with you. 2, never let a broke nigga play with you. 3, never let a lying nigga fuck. 4, make a man earn all your trust. 5, never let a nigga put his hands on you. 6, whatever he say, make him stand on it. 7, always love yourself way more. Do we love you? Cause you gotta be sure.
That nigga got a long ass video. It is good though.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, baby girl.
I miss you.
I miss you too. What took you so long to come see me?
I've just been working.
How frustrated he get when you make him angry? Every time it's a problem, you the one he blame. Do he call you out your name? Do he hit you? Do he get frustrated with every issue? When you crying, do he even bring you tissue? The man that break you ain't gonna be the one that fish you. If he hit you once, he gon' hit you again. And if you stay long enough, he gon' end up killing you in the end. The truth is he abusive.
He's mental
the truth is he a narcissist. But you ain't gon' understand if I don't go back to the rules in the beginning where I started. Rule 1, Never let a homeless nigga stay with you. 2, never let a broke nigga play with you. 3, never let a lying nigga fuck. 4, make a man earn all your trust. 5, never let a nigga put his hands on you. 6, whatever he say, make him stand on it. 7, always love yourself way more. Do we love you? Cause you gotta be sure. If you follow these rules, man, you'll be a lot more safer. Love you. P.S. Lil Donald.
That's hard. That's right, y'all. Well, I hope we don't get flagged for this one, but that's a dope ass video, man. Thank you for production for putting that on there, man. Shouts out to, you know what I'm saying, Lil Donald. That shit was dope. Thank you for, you know, stopping through, for sliding through, talking shit, man. Thanks for viewing this. If you're watching live, thanks, man. Shout out to my folks on live on the West Coast and all that. If y'all catch the playback, man, y'all know what it is.
If
man.
your business
Always,
kept on employees through the pandemic.
Thank you, y'all, man. Like I always say, man, y'all, you know, and this is, matter of fact, we're gonna do it different today, man. Protect y'all kids, you know what I'm saying? Especially y'all daughters, you know what I'm saying, so they don't end up being hurt and you know, broken and bitter. We don't need that. Protect our daughters and our sons. We don't, you know what I'm saying, we teach the sons how to treat the daughters, man, so they don't end up like that, man. So like we always say, man, love somebody, hug somebody, man, and we out, man. Peace.